I swear to all fuck, I am so fucking done with this stupid fucking bullshit. I am seconds. I am minutes. I am time that I can't comprehend. So fucking close to losing my fucking mind at this stupid bullshit. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I feel like I'm losing my fucking mind. Oh, what the f is wrong with everything, man? I can't just, why right now? You know, right before everything that's going on right now. You know, we have some major things that are coming up to us. We have fucking this, you know, grades patch. We have fucking the IDs. We have fucking C9. Oh my god, C9, dude. It's literally seconds away around the corner. And if I go to C9 and I open OBS and I promise you, if I see a single fucking issue, fucking tweak. Did you hear me? I'm gonna tweak. I'm gonna tweak out so hard. I didn't do anything. Nothing. I just hit the button 10 times, and the 10th time it decided to work. Okay. Hi everyone. I don't even have I had to reset my PC. I don't even have chat. Chat's not even live. Chat's not even open right now. I don't have the game open. I have nothing open. I had everything open. I had to reset everything. So, hold on. Chat's, everyone, calm down. Give me a second. I'm gonna reset up everything on my end. It's gonna take me a minute or two. I gotta reopen Limbus so I can have the background music. I have the IDs here. I got everything here ready. We're gonna just pretend like nothing happened for the last 6 minutes. You know that I'm 6 minutes late. You know I've never been late before? I've never been late before. Did you know that? Did you know that I've never been late? This is the first time ever in over 365 days that I've ever been late. I have never been late before. Now now I don't have a perfect record. Now it's gone. It's cooked. My record is gone forever. And now I gotta sit here and wait for Limbus to boot up, and then I gotta wait for the chat to come. I don't know why I don't know why chat's not connected. Hello, chat, connect, please. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna open. Give me a second. I gotta mute the music. You guys can't hear anything. I gotta boot Limbus. I'm being very fucking careful to not do anything differently this time. Seriously, why isn't chat connected? I actually don't know why. I mean, maybe I'll restart CS and see if that works. Okay, hold on. Let me restart. Limbus company. Okay, let me close this. Okay, I'm closing this. I'm gonna open this. Okay, chat's going right now. Hold on. Now I'm gonna reopen this. If I have to reset the chat again, I think I might crash out. I think I might crash out if I had to reset it again. Okay. Hold on. Hi everyone. Hello. I know you guys I can't see you yet. I know you're there. Okay. Let me close this now. Wait. Well, hopefully everything to connect. See if everything works. Hi. If Carmen is doing this right now, she's doing a very good job. Okay? If she's doing this to me right now, she's doing a very good fucking job. Okay? She's doing... Ah! There you guys are. Okay. We need to do some breathing exercises, guys. Chat. I might have to start doing live meditation days. I'm gonna explain what happened. Nothing. Okay. I go to start OBS. Like 10 minutes ago. Okay. I hit the start streaming button. I notice that the button says connecting. It doesn't move. Normally after a second or so, it'll, you know, it'll say stop, like stop streaming, and then it'll show YouTube, and it's connecting, but it just sat there and said, and then it's connecting. And then it said can't connect to stream. And I go, oh, okay, why? So I look at my keys, my stream keys. I refresh it, just in case. I refresh it. I try again. Doesn't work. Okay. I try a new one. I try a new Steam key. I put it in. Connecting. 20 seconds. Connection failed. Okay. I go to my internet, my broadband website. I do a fault check. It does the check. No faults detected. I do a speed test. Download's fine. Upload's fine. Okay. Then what the problem? Okay, I'm fine. I reset. Maybe it's the reset. When in doubt, reset it out. I reset the PC. I reboot it. I open OBS again. I hit start streaming. It still does it. And so I go, okay. I'm gonna just hit it again. 2 more times. I hit it. And the 3rd time, it just connects. Oh. What do you mean it just works the 12th time I've done it? Whoa. What? I didn't do it. I didn't do anything different. I didn't do anything different. I just, the 12th time I press the button, it decides. Okay. Okay. Sure. All right. If I see a single fucking error in the middle of my Kanto 9 Part 1 stream, I am going to melt down so fucking hard. I will crash out so goddamn hard. It's about to be... I'm about to... okay. Alright, I'm fine. Okay, breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. Hi everyone. Welcome to a very special day because it is patch discussion. We also have the IDs. Let me get the browser open because I lost the browser, so I don't have it open anymore. Let me get it back. I have to reopen twitter.com. Okay. We're going to be discussing the Season 7 patch discussion today. I know it's a little late, but please forgive me. Am I good? I'm one bad day from distortion. Okay. But you know what I'm not one day away from? Kanto 9, because that's more like 36 hours. Okay. Oh. Okay, cool. All right. Let me get this up. It's the right one. Perfect. Okay, everyone. Boom. All right. Welcome, everyone, to the December 31st scheduled update, which will be our first patch of Season 7. So this is the first patch. Oh, my voice is cracking. What do you mean it's freezing? Hello? Hello, hello, hello? It's not freezing, right? Are you just saying shit? Please don't be joking about this. I hate these types of jokes. Please don't do this to my heart. Please, I beg you, do not do these types of things on my heart. I will okay. Fine. Good. I'm good. Okay. Where's my stress ball? I have a stress ball, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew this. I haven't had to use it in recent times, but I'm getting it out right now. Okay. All right. December 31st, scheduled update notice. All right. We are going to be talking about this today, and we're also going to be talking about the new IDs that came out. Okay? I'm good. I got my stress ball. I'm squishing my stress ball. I'm all fine. We have Udjat Otis. We got Index Faust. Very exciting news. Very good news. But first, we're going to be talking about... Okay? First, we're going to be talking about the update. So let's talk about the update. Okay? We're going to go over it right now. So... December 31st scheduled update notice. Alright, the deployment time for Season 7 update will last from 6 to 12. So it's a 6-hour patch, okay? 6-hour patch. And the weekly resets will not occur during this time. Okay? The weekly resets will not occur during this time. Here are the new content that we have for the current thing. We have, obviously, the new target identities. This being Index Proselyte Faust and Udjat Vanguard Team 3 Leader Otis. Okay? It'll also be a target extraction Ryoshu, which is very funny. Now, we have the IDs being added. Yada yada. We all know how this goes. 6 hours without limits. I know. This is a fate worse than death, to be honest with you. Now, what do we got about the new season? Now, we do have the regarding Season 7 patch that we discussed. We already made a live stream about that, that we did before. Okay? We've already done that. So there's no stress for about that. But what we are going to be talking about today is what's coming that is not a part of the season guide to Season 7. This will also go over things that we have already discussed, so... The Dragon is 6 runs into 7. I don't remember if it's seasons. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure seasons don't affect the reset meter, but I don't remember. I know that Mirror Dungeon is affected, but okay. Incoming XP pack adjustments. With the expansion of identity level caps, the amount of XP required to max level your identities has been increased. The packages that the XP items will be adjusted accordingly. With the Season 7 update, please take this change into account if you are planning to purchase XP-related items. We will be informing you in advance if there are any changes to the contents of the packages. Please note that the contents haven't been specifically marked ahead of time will not be changed. So, the limited XP package that are released alongside the new identities will also be affected. So, am I streaming same time I normally do? No, I won't be doing it on the patch day. I won't be doing it on the patch time. I'll be doing it on the time we normally play. The limited XP packages that are released alongside the new identities will be affected. The weekly XP pack focus will be reset within the 31st and will reset again after the January 1st. So, here are the monthly XP pack purchases that will reset. So you get a double reset for the 31st. Now, here are the adjustments that will be made with the Season 7 change. So, before on the special Limbus package, you will receive, now, instead of a level boost ticket 5, you will be receiving a level boost ticket 6. Will I be doing C9? Yes, I will be doing C9 on the day. Typically, guys, I will play the Kanto approximately 8 to 9 hours after the Kanto is released. This lets you guys play it out first. So if you guys already want to play it out, I will then play it out after. This is different. Yeah, this is not the Season 9 guide. This is the Season 7 guide. This is different. So, we will be receiving a level 6 boost ticket, which I assume will make us level 60, because obviously this is a level 50 ticket, this is a level 60 ticket. We will also be receiving the Limbus Pass package. We'll be getting an update. Again, the level 5 ticket will be adjusting to a level 6 ticket, which will be level 60. The previous weekly EXP package will be moving from 35 ticket 4s and 25 ticket 3s to 50 ticket 4s and 20 ticket 3s. So you're actually losing out on the 3s. You lose out on, I believe the 3s are 500. So that would be what? 2,500 on that, but you gain 15 blues, which is a lot more. So 50 blues on the weekly and 20 yellows. The monthly EXP pack will go from 80 to 70, so 84s and 73s, to 100 4s and 83s. My 5. Don't worry, you get way more. So I think it's just to math it out. Going to 100 is actually quite a boost. I won't lie to you. Am I buying any of these? No, I don't typically buy XP or thread. The only thing I purchase are tickets. So the monthly pack 2 will be adjusted from 160 for 95 3 to 210 4 and 72 3. So that one is a lot less more. But you gain about, well, not you get less 3s, but you gain way more 4s. But the jump is quite large. That's about 50 more blues. So for reference, chat, if you didn't know, at the current level of 55, it takes approximately 69 blue tickets flat. 69 flat blue tickets to reach level 55. Assuming that the XP growth will be even harder, we can have a rough assumption that it'll be 75 blues to get one level 60. Monthly pack 3 will be going from 325 4s and 165 3s to 400 4s and 192 3s. So that is an increase of 75 on blues and an increase of about 27. Yeah. 27 yellows, which is wild. Then we have the training packs. So this is the training pack. Everything is the same except the tickets will be going from 35 blue, 35 blue and 35 yellow to 50 blue and 20 yellow. What do I expect from Mirror Dungeon Season 7? So every 2 Mirror Dungeons, they don't typically do this every 2 Mirror Dungeons. It's just in recent times. There have been major updates to the Mirror Dungeon. So the upgrade from the change from Mirror Dungeon 3 to 4 was massive, and then the change from 4 to 5 was massive. The change from 4 to 5 was massive. 3 to 4 was very big, and then 4 to 5 was big, and then 5 to 6 was an improvement. It was more so like an upgraded version. So I'm hoping for this Mirror Dungeon we get another big shift, but I want them to keep the current direction of the Mirror Dungeon, because the current direction of the Mirror Dungeon with the theme pack layout and the extreme and the infinite is really good. I think all they need to do is maybe add some new major mechanics, add some maybe major shifts in the starting ego meta, like maybe give us a whole brand new set of starting egos, maybe even shift it if they want to turn it into more of a roguelike. Like maybe you get a random assortment at the beginning, I don't know. Anyway, so from 35 blues to 50 blues and 25 yellows to 20 yellows. Now we have the Season 7 Settler Supply Pack. We are going from 60 blues to 80 blues, and then 30 blues to 20 blues. Now, why is this red? I don't understand why this is colored red and this is colored yellow, even though this is also a lesser. Maybe because there's just a lot more yellow in here, and so it would be a bit more confusing, I guess. No, because then it does it down here as well. Okay, I don't know why. Here is the Identity Growth Pack. So the Identity Growth Packs, these are like if you want to up-tie your ID. Pretty decent, to be honest with you, if you have fucking infinite money. 60 blues and 30 yellows to 80 blues and 20 yellows. The text is evil now, because red looks fire. I mean, the red does make it a lot easier to read over the yellow. You are correct. It's evil. But that's it. So generally a pretty big, this is actually quite a big jump if you are an XP purchaser. I will say this. If you do purchase XP, which I highly recommend that you probably don't. Again, unless you're Kim Ji-hoon and you open up like Limbus every few months or every few weeks to stream it, realize that you have your low level IDs, buy 10 packs, and then open the game to level them up. You're probably not going to need it, but if you do, for whatever reason, you have some extra cash, you want to get some XP because you're a fucking Giga God gamer, you're going to be getting a W for this. This is a W to you. So now we're going to be talking about the things that are going to be occurring in the season update on part 1. Half of the Season 6's Ego Shards and Shard-related currencies will be carried over to Season 7. The rest will be automatically converted to Thread-related currencies. Half of the Season 6's Uptie and Threads will be unobtainable from the Mirror Dungeon projection, and achievement rewards will be carried over to Season 7. The rest will be automatically converted to Thread-related currencies, rounded up. A fourth of the Season 5 Ego Shards and Season 5 related things will also be carried over. TLDR, if in case you, again, don't remember how this works or you are new to this, when the season shifts over, you will lose half of your crates, half of your currencies in terms of specifically shards, and then half of them will be converted all to Thread. If you have 400 Otis shards, you will start the season with 200 Otis shards and 200 Thread. If you have 400 yellow boxes, you will start the season off with 200 Thread boxes and 200 yellow boxes. The biggest thing I can recommend to you as a new player, or as a player who perhaps wants to get some more stuff, I always highly recommend to you that I feel like it is worth spending your shards now to consume seasonal identities that you think you might be enjoying. Stuff like Lord Honglu, Mao Faust, maybe a high show if you want, like Ankorp Ryoshu. We have Ryoshu season, so if you want to get Daishu, if you want to get Orshu. If you have zero, nothing, then you're chill. But pretty much, if you have shards, spend it to get something, because then you have to wait a year, half a year. Because you got to remember, you won't be able to dispense anything from the season, so you won't be able to do that. Do I claim this season's Ridge Vet or claim on the Wednesday? I don't know if seasonal does anything different. I don't think the season resets the Mirror Dungeon. Pretty sure the Mirror Dungeon reset is at the usual time still. I don't remember if it does do the swap, because I'm pretty sure the swap only occurs on the Mirror Dungeon specifically. But again, I might be wrong. I don't remember. Okay. Excuse me. What do you recommend for IDs if I have every Season 6? Well, it looks like we're going to be getting a lot of... We have a lot of Tremor stuff, so Tremor Bleed is a good focus for the alternative IDs that are not high show. Pretty sure it resets at the usual time. Yeah, MD doesn't reset. They've done it in previous update. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the season doesn't reset. The season doesn't reset the Mirror Dungeon. It's only the Mirror Dungeon that resets. But we'll see it. Gradual main story and battle pass, obviously, as the first start of the season. Yeah, we don't talk about leaks here because I'm anti-leak and anti-spoilers. We have the first part of the season, so if you are new, you don't understand how things work. The Kanto will be split into 3 weeks. Week 1 will be part 1, week 2 will be part 2, and week 3 will be part 3. The new XP Luxcavations will be unlocked after part 1, so this will be EXP Luxcavations. And the rotation is the same as it's always been. Actually, is that different? No, that's not different. That's the same. There are first clear rewards. This is very important. Some of you guys may forget. There are first clear rewards for doing all of this. So that is about 120 lunacy. And the most important thing, the battle pass, which you know we will be gobbling up. 1300 lunacy for the battle pass. We'll definitely be buying that. The seven settler package. Maybe if I had Kim Ji-hoon type money, I would buy it. Unfortunately, I do not. I have to pay rent, so I won't be able to buy that. Now let's talk about what is going to be coming into Season 1. There are a few major changes that are here we'll be talking about. Obviously, we have the new limited packages, the index. Funnily enough, the index is actually the focus of this pack instead of the Udjat, which I find very funny. Typically, they reserve the effect for double banners to whoever the main banner is. And in this instance, I guess they are implying that Faust is the main banner. Which would make sense because I feel like the Udjat might be a more one-off one than the index would be, but who knows? Who knows? Anyway, we have the, again, Season 7 Battle Pass packages, so if you want to buy some packages. What is the current differences looking for Butler, Otis, and Udjat? We will get to that. We will be discussing that when we get to the IDs. So as per usual, if you guys want to, obviously, 1,300 Lucy for the normal Battle Pass, 2,700 for the normal Battle Ass, and all of that. Here are the updates to Season 1. Faust isn't the main. Technically, they show the main one off first, so that's why I assumed Otis would be the main one, because they show off the main one first. So, we have identity level in cap, of course, 55 to... Hello? Hello, hello? Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 okay. I need my stress ball. We're taking a minute break. We're taking a minute break. Hold on. I need my stress ball. Okay. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right. We're going to just pretend that didn't happen. One of the questions I got asked was, do you lose any of the paper slips for Faust? No, you do not lose any of the paper slips for the index as far as we are aware. Okay. Let's continue on like that didn't happen, all right? We're going to just continue on like that didn't happen. As I said... Okay, seasons... Chapter... Kana 9 is going to have level 60 identities. Okay, we're going to have level 60 identities now. We're gonna, a nice Crips level 60 identity. Then we have the Season 6, obviously. Here is the everything that is going to be here in Season 6. These are the dispensers, so the following can no longer be dispensed. Okay. We have all of the High Show, Encorp Sang, Roja, Honglu, you know, Malfaus, Orshu, Fishy, Ishi, Donkey, Heathy, Sinclair, Mersault, Ryoshu. Season 6 events like Mersault, Teacorp Otis, Heathcliff, Prince, Yisang, Branch. Okay? However, this will be dispensable, so here are all the things that will be dispensable. What High Show do you recommend? Okay, if I had to recommend a High Show, Heathcliff. Okay, Heathcliff. Heathcliff is one of the strongest alongside Yisang. Then I would probably say, like... if you want to run, like, Poise Rupture... Seize, otherwise Don Quixote. We are, you know, because we're going to have syncing IDs coming out, guys... Getting Don Quixote might be a good idea, so I definitely recommend Don Quixote Heathcliff as two options if you don't have these two already. Where are the kits? We have the kits here. We're going to be discussing that after the after this. So here's everything that is going to be dispensable in Season 7, chat, okay? Everything that is going to be dispensable in Season 7. We have Tears of the Tarnished Blood Honglu, Tears of the Tarnished Blood Sinclair, Red Sheep Donkey, 100 for Death and Maggot Ishmael. We have Indican Trial Roja, Felbull Isang, Thorokagia Faust, Sink West Mersault, Zwei West Sinclair, Barber Otis, Fanghun Honglu, Priest of La Mancha Lane Gregor, Princess Roja, Manager Dawn, Firefist Gregor, Christmas Nightmare Ishi, Christmas Nightmare Gregor, Thorokagia Ryoshu, Arda Blossom Faust, Captain Ishmael, and Mal Branch Ryoshu and Otis, respectively, alongside Kurokomo Heathcliff and Lantern Isang. Now, here are the major changes, chat. This is the major changes that are going to be actually taking place in Kanto 9 and the season. Probably the biggest thing here, I'm not even going to lie to you, the story combat encounters. Even if a player exits the encounter via options such as the forfeit stage, the Enconfalment spent to enter the stage will be fully refunded instead of refunding as one less. That is right, guys. Before, if a player forfeited a 20 Enconfalment encounter, 19 was refunded. After, if a player forfeits a 20 encounter, 20 will be refunded. That's right, guys. You are now no longer in a net negative. Now, someone did mention that apparently Arknights was also doing this recently. So someone mentioned that Arknights did this, which I find really funny because 100% Kyuji Hood was playing Arknights and saw the update and was like, do we do that on our game? Looked, he's like, shit, we need to do that on our, quick, do that on our game. But this is actually really good. So why, let me tell you why this is like honestly such a great thing. The worst part of playing the older stuff, like going into older encounters, that's so funny. So the worst thing about going into older encounters to like experiment and like see stuff is you really did lose out on that one Enconfalment. Now, in the moment, that one Enconfalment really doesn't probably matter. But if you're very stingy with your Enconfalment, which you should be, that is about 6 minutes worth of time wasted. So now, in the long run, 6 minutes, hey, that's pretty good. And also, that lets you just enter and exit anytime, so you can just exit, enter, check something, exit, enter, check something. You never net losing, right? It's just a good thing. There's no downside to it. Genius. Why didn't I think of that? Now we have the story combat encounter retry stage option. This is the same retry stage option that is in Railways, and the Mirror Dungeon is now going to be available when playing through the story combats. Please note that choosing retry will bring you back to the first turn of the wave in that encounter. So, what is this? Another quality of life. Now you can reset turn 1 even faster. So this is great. Obviously, now you can just retry, because obviously the slowest part about it, this is the same thing in Mirror Dungeons, the same thing in Railways. You had the reset, so you exited, it went defeat all the way back. You do the loading screen. It kicks you to the front menu, kicks you to the Kanto screen. Okay, kicks you to the Kanto screen. You click into the Kanto screen. You click in. It shows you your options. You select your options. You go back in, load back in, start the fight. That's like a minute worth of time wasted. Now, retry. It says defeat, loading screen. Start the game up again. Really good. Really, really good. Equally so, in case you are a story-focused player, or you are a character who doesn't really care about... You're here for fun, you don't really care, you're taking stress. The stage continue function will now be expanded into all of Kanto 9's combat encounters. So we had some theories about this, chat, but to read it here, the stage continue function, which is only available on 8:30 and 8:30 to 8:33, which is 3 encounters, will now be available from all combat encounters of Kanto 9. So there were 2 options that could have been done with this. We just when we discussed this, there were 2 theories that could have been done. One, the stage continue function affects every stage, or 2, the stage continue function affects only bosses. Now, the implementation of the continue function in 8:30 to 33 formulated more that the bosses would be affected, because 8:30 is Lei Hang, 8:30 is Lei Hang, right? Yeah, 8:30 is Lei Hang. And then you had 8:32 was 8:32 was 8:31. 8:32 was the fraud duo, and then 8:33 would be Jiamu. So now everything is a combat encounter. Now, what does this mean? You guys have been saying it already. And N32 is Enko frauds? Yeah, N32 is Enko frauds. So now, yes, there is a possibility that every encounter might be stronger. Now, as far as I'm aware, right? As far as I'm aware, very rarely are normal combat encounters very much affected. It's very little, typically minor ones that are affected. I was like, apparently the Nocturnal Sweeping High Show were very strong on release, but they got nerfed. What are my opinions of the difficulty of Ruin and Limbus? I think we're starting to reach late urban plague, way more than late plague. We're definitely post urban nightmare. We're reaching the point now where the Library of Ruin power spike begins. Starts to begin. We're like right before that. I would say we're at like right before Star of the City. But yeah, so now that Kano 9 is going to come up, we're going to really see how they take nerfing. So as a reminder, in case you didn't know already, okay? In case you don't know, Kim Ji-hoon mentioned how they're going to handle nerfing. Now, there's still going to be nerfs. Props to the great. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you, by the way. Even that. Thank you for the community. Oh, my heart. Thank you so much. Hey, mwah, appreciate it. Appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you sticking with me, even though we have these technical difficulties. Makes me happy. Now, as I was saying before, I got emotional. There will still be nerfs, and there will still be adjustments. But what the stage continue function does is it prevents things from being panic adjusted in the first day or two. Okay? You're my favorite Australian streamer. Oh, thank you so much. We love you. I love you too. So, the first day, we should not have day one nerfs. Typically, there is a hotfix that comes out that'll fix some minor like bugs and stuff that happen, but it'll also come with a little bit of a nerf to some few things. So, you know, this will be, I assume, to be the prevention of that. Now, it might take a few days. It might take a week. They might do it on a weekly basis. However, if there's a really tough fight, like a boss that is problematic, like Lei Heng, what Kim Ji-hoon said they will do is that they will post a feedback request form on Steam, on Twitter, on the game function, on the IO, like in the function of the Limbus company, and you can access this feedback report, and you will fill it out, right? And they'll give you questions like, what do you think is, you know, strong about Lei Heng, or what do you think is is this problematic, or how would you just like, and they have a whole list of data, like what team do you use, right? Was it? Yes. You're my favorite. You were all my favorite too. So, and then they'll take this feedback and then adjust them, right? So that is the thought process on that, and we might get the same thing. So we're gonna be more interactive. Second most watched in the 2025. Ooh, thank you. Oh, so nice. But yeah, hopefully that will be into play. This is obviously going to be the first major test of that, so we'll see. From that, we move on to bug fixes, right? So we have JP fixes of an enemy description, UI occurring issue when using level boost ticket on an LCB center. Okay, UI issue, a thread spin only shard currency, a bug that has been fixed, App Store redirection failure fix. We have English fix for the enhancement change for perfected possibility under grace of Immortal Star. Does not apply to the text. Oh, okay. Interesting. Number of effect icons displayed on the enemy's front. Oh! This is the best. Okay, this is the best. But this is the. Why is this under bug fix? Oh, it's bug fix and improvements. Okay, that's my bad. Hold on. This is the most. Guys, this is the most important thing. The number of effect icons displayed under the enemy sprite will now, enduring focus count has been increased to 6 per row instead of 5. Oh my god, it's so peak. We are getting 12,000 status effects next Kano, and this is the proof. This is good. This is peak right here. 6 visual status effects. Instead of it going from 5, 10, 15, it'll now go 6, 12, 18. Oh. We're so back. Now let's have a look at the... This is my favorite. I personally love looking at the known issues tab. Because the known issues tab, it's like they know things. Like, sometimes they'll post stuff in here for identities that are not even out yet. Right? So it's like, we don't even know what the bug is, but they're saying what the bug is, but it's like, they're gonna fix the bug on release anyway. So we have an issue where the actual value of skill 2 damage proved by the high-risk operational gear did not match its description. The relevant effect is the Limbus company identities, skill 2s gain 2 offense and deal 20% damage. We identified an issue where the Appleman ego skill was applied at 25% instead of 20. As written. In the next update, the damage boost part of this effect will be adjusted to accurate effect description. Alright guys, the high-risk operational gear, which I believe is the backpack item in the ego gift, is being nerfed. Okay? The Limbus company identities are too strong. Okay? Calm down. We're gonna have to nerf the Limbus company identities by 5%. Okay? I know, but it has to happen. Have you seen Mersault? He's a little too strong. We'll have to bring him down. I haven't seen a bug for this anti-overground turns to level 2 data can't find. I don't think I've seen that either. I have not. The IDs are meta. Yeah, this is a meta shift. Alright, they're gonna be adjusting it. The skill 2 and 3 damage boosting effects from the ego gift and 3 damage effects from the harvest are all working as written in the descriptions. How could they possibly nerf the base IDs? It's being adjusted. 3,000 clash power. That's why. They're specifically nerfing it because you get too much clash power. And that's it. So no, guys, no Otis or Faust bugs. That is what this is telling me, chat. This is telling me there are no Otis and no Faust bugs, which is quite nice. So lunacy, yes, only 300 lunacy, because there's nothing major being changed here. They're still meta in story. We have 1,300 lunacy, and now, chat, we're gonna move on to the thing that you've probably been waiting for. It's time to move on to the ID discussion, because there's nothing else now in the scene. This is it. It's nothing. The most important stuff was this too. So, now it's time to move on to the ID discussion. This is what you guys are most likely here for, and I can't blame you. It's time for peak. So, we're going to be starting with LCA, Udjat, Vanguard, Team 3 leader Otis. Now, first things first. Damn! He's so pretty. Second thing, let's have a look at the kit together, and we are going to be discussing everything about it. The kits, these is about the patch, which we've already discussed the patch, and then we do kind of an in-depth analysis on the kits that I don't have the time to go into during the first like review on the videos. So this is like a post video analysis, pretty much. So first things first, guys, we have Copish Sword Plate. She has a little hook here. It is a 2-coin pride skill. Okay. We have on use, gain aggro to the skill slot next turn. We have gain coin power for every sinking tremor on target. We have if this unit has the Udjat Vanguard, gain clash power. Will I be pulling? Yes, I will be pulling. The Udjat from the library. Who are the Udjat? The Udjat are a private military, is the best way to describe it. Funded by a rich bitch called Diaz. That's pretty much what you need to know. They were a private military group, and it looks like they are now expanding out. Otis and Faust have the same spread. They aren't supposed to work together. Like Arcorp, kinda, but like more private. So, this is simple. On Clash, when we inflict something called Shoot Fracture. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know how you pronounce this. It might be Shiot. I'm just gonna say Shoot Fracture. Okay? Because I don't know how to speak. The first hit will inflict sinking count and tremor count, and the second hit will gain protection. Now, this is very strong. There are not many IDs in the game. In fact, I don't know off the top of my head if there is even any ID that has protection on a skill 1. Like, that gives you protection on a skill 1. I know there's some that give you protection on counter and, like, defensive skills, but on a skill 1, I don't know. Most likely, this will both be +1. Alright, we can assume mathematical calculations here. This will be +1, and then this will also be +1, most likely. So protection next turn. The most important thing is the protection and the aggro. The Udjat in gameplay are the, like, they were used in the smoke war. Pronounced as shoot or shoot. Oh, okay, so I got it fucking right. Yeah, I'm good with the source. So, this is a tank skill. They are tanks in Library of Ruina. So she is a tank. She gets protection. Specifically, she's a protection tank. We have protection and aggro. Very good skill 1, honestly, for just being a tank. Which is very nice. Moving on to skill 2, we have Mirage Incision, which is a 3-coin sloth / gain aggro again to this skill next turn. We have gain coin power for every sinking tremor on target. We have, if this unit has Udjat Vanguard, you will gain clash power and deal more damage. Were they in the smoke wall? Yes. Specifically, Benjamin went to Diaz to assist in the smoke wall. So that is like the level of strength there. On Clash, when she inflicts Shoot Fracture again, her first coin inflicts Sinking Count, her second inflicts Tremor Count, and the third one inflicts Sinking Tremor Potency, Tremor Potency, and again, more protection. Notice the reading mistake. Combat start is the start of the combat phase, not the encounter start. Yes. Encounter start and combat start is the start of the combat. Encounter, yeah. If I said that wrong, it's just my brain. But like I read it right, but my brain said it wrong. So yeah, so this is a pretty fine. This is a very, very high rolling skill 2, most likely. Again, more Shoot Fracture, Sinking Count, Tremor Count. This will most likely be like maybe 1-2 or 2-1. I doubt it'll be 2-2. Could be 2-2. I doubt it though. It'll probably be 1-2. The reason I think these values are going to be low is because of this Udjat Vanguard passive that we will get to, because this is, might I say, one of the craziest fucking, self buffs in the game, and also this special little blue sand we'll get to. So, most likely minimum values to make up for that. I'm going to say 1-2. I think we'll say 1-2. She is not Tremor focused. No, she is more Sinking focused. She is Sinking with Tremor on top, not Tremor with Sinking on top. So, her third coin also inflicts some potency, Tremor, and gains protection. Now, this might be 2 protection next turn. It still might be 1 protection next turn. It's probably going to be 2. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, they are like a different... Yeah, they are like the LCCBs, except more focused on 1 or 2 statuses instead of 3. So, yes, you guys have mentioned there could be different versions of the Udjat, kind of like how the High Show had different, death rights. Potentially. It could be cool. We'll get to that discussion after we go through the kit. So, skill 2 looks very strong, very standard, nothing wrong with it. Now we have, what I'm not going to lie to you is probably one of the best skills in the game. Okay? Now I know you can say that about any skills, but these types of skills, they are a special type of crack cocaine. Okay? These types of skills are very special. So we have Vanguard that will see it done, the Gloom 3-coiner Pierce. So this is a Pierce. If the unit has Udjat, it deals 1 damage. Cool. You gain aggro next slot. Cool. We have... if target has X Sinking Tremor, gain coin power. Cool. Gain base power for every fracture round about to be spent by the skill. Okay, so this consumes a lot of fracture round. Also, it is unique ammo. So this is a ammo. An ammo skill, much like Twin Hook Pirate, much like LCCB Ryoshu. I actually think comparing this to LCCB Ryoshu is a pretty good comparison. To be honest with you, she kind of does play like LCCB Ryoshu, and more like LCCB Ishmael. So that's a good comparison. After the attack, she gains protection. After the attack, she will reload if you are at less than fracture rounds. Now, the funny thing about this is that the fact that she can reload is very funny. Because typically, these IDs that have ammo on their final coins do not reload. But if you have distortion detective lore, you would be aware that Diaz is so filthy fucking rich that she probably doesn't give a fuck or even notice when you spend ammo. This is also implied to be how Limbus Company itself treats ammo units. They just let them fucking fire guns as much as they want. Now, moving on to the actual skills, like, you know, the effects of the skills. Scroll down here. We have the first coin will spend X amount of fracture rounds. Now remember, it's X amount, which means it's more than one. Alright? It'll be more than one. Deal the number of rounds spent % as damage. Okay? You will then inflict sinking count and tremor count. Now this will be either neutral or -1. I think this is most likely where it's going to be 2-2. Right? This will most likely be 2-2. The second coin then inflicts sinking potency, and more importantly, this does not consume ammo. Okay, skill 2 does not consume ammo, but she inflicts something called blue sand. Now we're going to talk about blue sand, because blue sand is kind of crazy. Who is Diaz? Diaz is a character from Distortion Detective, who is going to have a very important role, most likely, in Limbus Company. So you will inflict blue sand next turn, and on this turn, you will inflict gloom resist down. Gloom resist down. Hell yeah. Is this the first time we've had gloom resist down as a status effect in Limbus? I don't actually know. I'm saying that, but I actually don't know. I know we most likely have had fragility. This might be our first gloom resist down. I don't remember, nor do I. I'm pretty sure it is. That's not from an ego. So. She's also the 5th one to with Final Panic. Yes, we will. This is actually a special panic. We'll get to that. First time. Yeah, I think so. Maybe on an ego. Yeah, ID definitely not, but ego definitely. ID definitely not. Ego maybe. Have you read it? Yeah, no. Yeah. That's that's from an ego gift, so that's fair. Yeah, there's an ego that has it. I think it's one of the bygone days has it. But yeah, first time on an ID, which is very nice. Then the third coin will spend X amount of fracture rounds, deal more damage based on the rounds spent again, inflict sinking potency, and then trigger 1 tremor burst. And if you have the target has SP at all, you will trigger a second tremor burst. So 2 tremor bursts, and then if the target has less than X amount of SP, you inflict gloom fragility. So, not only do you inflict gloom resist, you also inflict gloom fragility. Very good on your sinking team. This is looking like, I'm not gonna lie to you, if you want to run sinking, bring an Otis. She just seems really good. We're not even at her blue sand yet, by the way, which we will get to. But Blood Fiend? I don't think we're gonna get any more Blood Fiends now. So no extra effect on bosses? No. Unless this counts for bosses. We don't know. Typically, things are clarified when we actually get into the game. Like, when the game starts it. Better than Butler? We will discuss... We'll do some discussion. Next, we have the defensive skill. Look, her defensive skill is very simple. It's a standard block. She inflicts sinking potency. If she has this Vanguard buff, she gains protection. And then she has... For every protection on self, she actually gains shield. So this is like... This is one of the best things, by the way, for a tank to have. So not only does she get protection in her kit, but she actually gets shield. So she is probably going to be one of the tankiest fucking blocks in the game, by the way. Protection with shield? Yeah. Next, we have... That is true. Prince did do that. I think we will get more Blood Fiends, just not at the current moment. So, next we have one of 2 passives, alright? We have the Scepter of Horus. Replica. Turn start. If an enemy has any of the panic type changing effects, you will gain the Udjat Vanguard. If the unit has the Udjat Vanguard, you inflict Shoot Fracture on hit with a base attack skill. If you have consumed an LCA Fracture round, you inflict additional Shoot Fracture when the round is spent. So, this Shoot Fracture, we'll figure out what this effect is, but this is a really fucking powerful effect. This is going to be a really powerful effect, and you just pretty much get it for free. Then, protection stacks gained from this base skill and the Udjat are capped at X per turn. TLDR, if you have 6 moves, like 6 skill slots, and you do 6 skills, you're not going to get 6 protection. Most likely, like, maybe 2 or 3. Next, the second passive. Now, this is a very small passive, Vanguard team. But honestly, this is a really, really strong passive. You deal more damage for every protection you have on self. And on combat start, you gain the Udjat. So, immediately, deal more damage for every protection on self. You are not punished. So, typically, one of the things about a tank, it's like, you know, how do you make a tank hurt people instead of just take hits? Well, you give them damage. So, this is good. It's going to reward her to give her protection. And she's going to have a gazillion protection. And then she's going to have a zillion damage modifiers on that. And you also start the actual combat with the Vanguard. Now, the Vanguard has a turn loss mechanic, which we will get to. Yes, you always start with Udjat. Now, let me tell you why this is the most broken thing about Otis's kit, okay? This one line of text, this is not even a sentence. Okay? Does the protection count from ego gifts? Yes. Let me tell you why this is the most broken thing about Otis's kit. This single line, combat start gain Udjat. We'll talk about that in a second. Also, she might have one of the best support passives in the game. Eagle Eye, combat start, apply protection next turn to X ally or allies with the lowest HP percentage. I'm fucking sorry? This support passive is definitely, I'm making a prediction right now. This is a 4 Gloom Res passive. There's no way this support passive is not 4 Res Gloom. Okay? This is a 4 Gloom Res support passive. No other world can I think of that it's not 4 Gloom Res. This might be a res as well. I wouldn't be surprised if this is like Gloom Res, but I don't actually think it's Gloom Res because this would be too OP. But we'll see. A lot like Zwei Sinclair. Zwei Sinclair gives you defense level up, yeah. This just gives you protection. Zwei support. Lord Lou's solo upscale, pretty much. Now, you might think, oh, Mr. Ever, that was pretty good, but what about the passives? Oh, let me tell you about the buffs. Welcome, ooh, Otis. Hi, Otis. All right, let me show you one of the best buffs in the entire game. The Udjat Vanguard. First of all, you gain minimum and max speed. That's pretty good. Second, you gain protection. Oh, that's pretty good. Remember, this is combat start. Gain the following effect during the combat phase. Specifically capped per skill per turn. When this unit is the main target of an unopposed attack, half the chance for the skill's first coin to flip heads. Oh, that's weird. Oh, so wait, when I'm being unopposed, she just negates the SP of the enemy and gives them a 50-50 of what they have. That's pretty cool. How can it get better than that? Oh, clash start. In the first clash, have the target's chance of flip heads for all of its coins? All of its coins? All of it? All of your coins are 50% slashed. Just like that. This, for the first clash you have, it doesn't matter if you have 45 SP, 95 SP, what's that? More like 45 SP. For both of the effects, if the target uses a minus coin, half their chance to flip tails. Turn end, reduced attack. So, let me tell you straight what this means. At turn start, combat start, possibly even the first turn of the entire fight, Vanguard Udjat Otis is the best clashing unit in the game. The best clashing unit in the game. Nothing compares to turn 1 Udjat Otis. Because if you initiate a clash with something, and you have the Udjat guard, which you get a combat start, the enemy has a minus 25% chance to hit heads. That's pretty fucking good. That's pretty fucking good. And Lord forbid someone unopposes you, because the first coin they hit will have a low chance to... So if it's only a single coin... Nice SP, bro. Now check this out. Yeah. Now, the big thing about this buff, as you can see right here, turn and reduce the stack. There is no way that this buff is more than 1 turn. I'm actually going to say right now, Hello, are we back? Hello, hello? Hello, 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 hello? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna just ignore... I'm gonna just pretend that didn't happen. We're gonna just pretend it didn't happen. Anyway, as I was saying, before I was rudely interrupted by Carmen herself, trying to distort me. I think that this buff lasts 1 turn, maybe 2. Okay? I think it lasts 1 turn. Why do I think it lasts 1 turn? Okay? Because this effect will permanently give you the Udjat Vanguard if the enemy has a panic type. Now, the thing about the panic type, right, is that when an enemy has a panic type, it lasts upwards to 3 turns. Okay? That's the thing. When you inflict a panic type on the enemy, right, it will last 3 turns. Typically. Echoes of the Mana last 3 turns. Shatter Mark lasts 3 turns. This blue sand, we're not sure how long this... Well, we haven't gotten to blue sand yet on the actual stream yet, but we will get to it. But these panic effects last 3 turns, which means if an enemy has the panic type, you just gain the Udjat. Why would it stack 3 times or 2 times? What I'm understanding here